This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
What's up, guys? So we've got our first Nuka World DLC weapon analysis and review video for you guys, and we will be going over the Western Revolver in this video. My initial impressions of this gun were that it was pretty good, and I think that like the Radium Rifle was for Far Harbor, this is going to be a weapon I can see everyone using regardless of what difficulty that they play. But let's go ahead and we'll get into it. So to put it bluntly, the Western Revolver is very similar but superior to the 44 pistol from Fallout 4's vanilla game. While the Western Revolver does weigh about 1 to 2 pounds more on average, you're getting much better damage, range, and accuracy with this gun when compared to a 44 pistol. You'll also notice that both weapons have the same fire rate and magazine size as well. In fact, it might be fair to suggest that the Western Revolver is an upgraded reskin of the 44 pistol from vanilla with a more manly firing sound. Like the 44 pistol, the Western Revolver unfortunately cannot be suppressed, which is going to limit its viability if you're playing a stealth character in Fallout 4. Then again, if you do have to initiate combat for whatever reason, you can always whip out the revolver and shoot them in the face until they die. I suppose it's also worth mentioning because you have superior range when compared to the 44 pistol, you could also use this as a sniper weapon to initiate combat as well. Also, as far as I am able to tell, 44 caliber ammo is the only compatible ammo type for this gun, and there doesn't appear to be any unique Western Revolver variants that have legendary effects. However, I could see Western Revolvers spawning with legendary effects. There are some differences between both the 44 pistol and the Western Revolver though. While the upgrades are mostly identical, the 44 pistol can have the recon scope while the Western Revolver cannot. This actually makes the recon 44 pistol more valuable to sell than the Western Revolver. So I guess if you do like using recon scopes, you unfortunately cannot use them with the Western Revolver. Then again, if you're on PC or Xbox One, you could just mod that into your game. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that the 44 pistol can be fully upgraded provided the player has maxed out the gun nut perk. The Western Revolver, on the other hand, not only requires that you max out the gun nut perk, but you also have to max out the gunslinger perk to fully upgrade the revolver to its highest damage potential. I would say though that this isn't really that big of a deal, especially if you're using pistols anyway, as you can max out both perks at level 42 with proper perk investment. Now, I sort of alluded to it a little bit earlier, but this gun is going to be a perfect alternative to the 44 pistol for players in both normal and survival mode difficulties. So let's go ahead here and we'll get into some stats. So 44 caliber ammo weighs about 0.056 pounds per bullet, and this should provide you with roughly 18 bullets per pound, provided that you're rounding up. So 18 bullets will actually be slightly more than 1 pound. Now, if you were to fire 18 shots with a 44 pistol and always hit, you should be dealing 864 to 1,512 damage per pound before any skills like gunslinger or whatever else. By this logic, the Western Revolver will be dealing 1,080 to 1,890 damage per pound of 44 caliber ammo. While it is true that the weight of the Western Revolver itself is higher than the 44 pistol, it's ultimately going to make more efficient use of your ammo by providing you with the most damage possible when compared with the 44 caliber pistol. To give you a rough estimate, the Western Revolver is going to be roughly 20% more efficient with your ammo overall. After all, you are dealing from like 12 to 21 more damage per shot. Now, if you're curious as to where this thing is located, you can get it in Dry Rock Gulch in the Nuka World DLC. Now, you can get a Western Revolver from the Protectron NPC that's by the name of One-Eyed Ike as a part of the High Noon at the Gulch quest. What you can do is once you talk to him, you can either hack him via a dialogue option with the Robotics Expert perk, or you can play the game that he presents you with. ultimately, whatever you decide to do, once you complete his task, you will get the Western Revolver. Now, there may also be other opportunities to obtain this item as well. However, based on the testing that I did, this always seems to work. Now, I'd like to give you guys my final verdict for the Western Revolver. Now, the Western Revolver's only real problems are its high upgrade requirements and its higher weight when compared to the 44 pistol. And yes, while the Western Revolver does weigh 1 to 2 pounds more on average, it deals more damage per shot, has better range, and is more accurate as well. Not to mention that if you do decide to sell it, it's going to be worth more than a 44 pistol on average. Provided you can find versions of the Western Revolver with legendary effects, these are going to be superior to many of the unique 44 pistols from the base game. A relentless Western Revolver will make Kellogg's pistol obsolete, just as an example. My other gripe with the Western Revolver is that it doesn't support an armor penetration type receiver. This would make it a lot better up against Mirelurks, so I guess if you are going to fight Mirelurks, whether you're on normal or survival mode, you're probably going to want to use a different pistol that you're already going to be having as a pistol user. After all, you are going to have to be level 30 to even enter this DLC. If you do play in survival mode difficulty, the Western Revolver is going to be providing you with a better damage expenditure per pound ratio as well. This essentially just means that you're making better use of your 44 ammo by using the Western Revolver as opposed to the 44 pistol. And this is just mostly because the Western Revolver is going to be dealing more damage per shot. So I would recommend that if you are a gunslinger or pistol user, it's nice to get another ballistic pistol for Fallout 4. Ultimately, we've been playing with the same pistols since Fallout 4's launch, and it's finally nice to see Bethesda add a new pistol to the game. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap up this particular video. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like. I'm going to have more weapon analysis and review videos coming out soon. Stay tuned if you're interested. Otherwise, take care and I'll see y'all next time.